Okay guys, hello. This is going to be my vlog channel. I decided I wanted to make a channel that is going to have more personal content and videos that are a little bit different from my main channel, which are going to be very put together and compact and precise, and these are going to be probably unedited, probably longer, and yeah, it's more kind of like my therapy. Sorry about that. I love to make videos, and I love to just talk to my camera and ramble and ramble and ramble and not have to, go and cut out a million things I just said. I like to kind of have it all in there, and that's kind of why I made this channel, is because I do want to let you into my life a little bit more inside my head, and I also wanted to have a place where I could express more of my thoughts on a personal level and feel more comfortable and just have it be a little bit more casual. So sorry about the huge mess in the background. This was the best lighting I could get for the moment. I tried for like 10 minutes to find the perfect spot, and the camera's still rendering slowly, as you can see by my hand waving. Um, but that's alright. We'll make do, right? Okay, so I wanted to talk today about virginity and first time you have sex and birth control and stuff like that. So, I was watching a video last night by Kaisi, and she's a kind of former sex guru on YouTube. She makes a video every now and again, and, but she was really bigger back in like 2008, 2009, and, I was watching a video she made on virginity, and she was talking about her personal experiences with it, and also this virginity like pledge program they had at her church and things like that, and it got me thinking about my own experiences and thoughts and my evolution of thought over time on these issues. So I was a Christian, I guess. I'll say I was Lutheran until I was 14 years old, so from birth to age 14, and I went to a Lutheran school as well. So I went to church and to school, and so religion was a big part of my life. And even I remember, as I went to public school for a brief time, one of my friends, her name was Larissa, and she asked me to uh, do the virginity pledge program at her church with her. Um, and I don't remember if it was True Love Waits or if it was a creepy one where you pledge to your father. I don't remember. Um, and I was 13 at the time when she asked me, and I remember just like kind of wanting to do it. Really to just spend time with her and get to know her more and stuff like that. But I remember my mom being more hesitant, like, are you sure that's really what you want to do, and are you going to be okay with that decision to, not have sex until you get married? And at the time, I wasn't really sure. I suspected that I probably would have sex before I got married. I guess it just didn't seem like a big deal to me, but I did end up not doing it. I guess I just kind of hesitated with that. I was like, do I really, like, think I'm not going to have sex till I get married? And, my mom is religious as well, and she takes promises to God really, really seriously, so I know she didn't want me to just do it just to do it, which I think she suspected was kind of my motivation there. And she wanted me to be serious about it and not do it if I wasn't serious. And I really wasn't serious, so it's a good thing I didn't do it. Plus, I don't feel the same way now. So, 4 years later, things have changed. So that was my first real, like, experience thinking about virginity and, when I would actually have sex for the first time. Um, so now I definitely know I want to have sex before I get married, and I always assumed, I would go on some kind of birth control contraceptive at, some point in my later teenage years. I'm 17 right now, by the way, and, it's funny because today I was actually supposed to be getting the implant, and if you don't know what that is, it's a little straw-like thing. It's about this big, and it goes right into your upper arm, like right under here, and it's like it works the same way as the pill or the patch or the shot or any of the hormonal methods. Releases a low dose of hormones. So basically, it makes your body think you're pregnant. That's how those pills work. And so I was supposed to get that today. It lasts for 3 years, just in case you guys are wondering. It's a really good birth control option, I think, because, personally I like it because you never have to think about it. It's just in your arm, 3 years. You never have to think about um, getting pregnant or anything. You still do have to worry about STDs, STIs, obviously, but, you don't have to worry about the pregnancy issues and all that. So I was really excited to get it, and I feel ready. I'll probably have sex probably when I'm 18, probably. Um, I thought I was going to be having sex a little bit sooner. I thought probably in a couple of months, but since I made the appointment and had my consultation and all that, my boyfriend and I broke up. So the situation has changed slightly. We were together for almost a year, and so I figured we would have sex at some point where we it was an online relationship, just to be clear, but we were planning on meeting soon, and we broke up, so it doesn't look like that's gonna happen, but it's still good to have. It lasts 3 years, so. But the appointment was ended up being scheduled incorrectly or something. There was an error, so I didn't end up getting it today. I'm going to be getting it in another month, which is okay with me. So I was thinking more about it and all that, and it was something really interesting she said in the video. And she's just like, if you can't go into Walmart and buy condoms, uh, you're probably not ready to be having sex. And I definitely agree with that. I've heard people say that and similar things to that in the past. But I remember hearing it and like agreeing, but I remember I felt ready to have sex. I wanted to have sex. I really did. And but and I knew I wanted to be protected. I didn't want to have unprotected sex. I knew about all the risks and all that. This was back when I was maybe 15, 14, and I remember thinking about that and thinking I would be embarrassed. Like, I don't feel like I can go into the drugstore and buy condoms. So does that mean I'm not ready for sex? I guess I more was looking for a way within myself to muster up the courage to go buy condoms versus saying, oh, I'm probably not ready to have sex, that kind of thing. Not that I did anyway, but kind of my own internal battle. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, would I today go into Walmart and buy a box of Trojans? And I would. I would do it. It might be a little bit embarrassing, maybe a little, but overall, I wouldn't feel that uncomfortable. Um, yeah, it is what it is. And I was just like, wow, I just remember thinking in my head about the profound difference in me and how I have changed and how I've matured. Because I just remember thinking about that question a few years ago and having a completely different thought process versus now. Obviously, I had to talk to my mom about getting an implant, right? I mean, I suppose you could go to your doctor and all that, but you're still, the insurance bill, like, your parents would still see that you obviously went to the doctor, right? So, and she went with me to consultation and everything, so she knew, and she was pretty okay with it. I think a few years ago she wouldn't have been, and also I think that I didn't imagine her a few years ago ever being okay with it, type of thing. And I guess things just change. Parents change too, and they grow in their thought process and mature with you, I guess. So I was just thinking about all of that and the profound differences that are there, and just how much I've changed. And I was really proud of my personal progress. A little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie, just because, my boyfriend and I did break up, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna be having sex for a while. I mean, I obviously could have sex, but I want to have sex with someone that I'm in love with, or at least have the idea that we could be in love, or it's getting to that point, you know? And I don't know when that will happen. That's probably not realistically going to happen for a while. I first fell in love when I was 14, And the next time I fell in love, I was 16. So, it took me 2 years to find another person that I felt that way about. Um, so it might take another 2 years to find another person I feel that way about. I, I can't predict, I don't know, but I'm just kind of going off of my past. So it's an interesting topic. So what are your guys like experiences with virginity and birth control and sex and all that? And like I would be interested to know. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.